Let me check your wound.
It's almost healed. Let me see.
Stop! What are you two doing? I was worried about you, and especially came to escort you back to the palace. Yet you're here having a clandestine affair with another man. So it was in vain that I actually believed you and Yi Xian. Your Majesty. How dare you slap me?
So what if I slap you? What do you see Yunxian as? She suffered so much at Oirat and only thought about you. How dare you suspect her?
Let me tell you. Yunxian is my woman. She is my woman. You have no right to tell me what to do.
What are you doing?
I have no right. I gave the world to you. You can't even protect a woman. Do you still remember when you knelt in front of me asking for my permission to marry her? What did you say? You said you would love and protect her. Have you done that? Let me tell you, you're nothing. I am nothing?
Zhu Qizhen. Do not forget, I am the Emperor. I am the Son of Heaven. Men! Hold him down. Yes,
What are you doing?
this is payment.
Qiyu. He is your older brother.
Move away. This has nothing to do with you.
How is this unrelated to me? Why did you lie to me? Saying the crown prince was suffering from measles? You even banned people from visiting him. Now he has nothing, yet you're treating him thus. Are you even worthy of being emperor?
Quiet! You all say I am unworthy of becoming emperor. However, I am the emperor. I am an official emperor.
Your Highness.
Let me ask you. Why are you here? What were you two doing just then? Speak! Are you a mute? Are you very arrogant? Let's see how much longer you can last. Send him back to the South Palace. From today onwards, he is only to be served by one person. All gates are to be sealed, and they are never to be opened without my orders.
If you have the guts, keep me locked up until death.
Do you think I'm not brave enough to? Anyone who opposes me will face death. As for Yunxian, I will grace her and see for myself whether she is pure. Take him away. Let's go! MuZi, close the doors.
Qiyu. Let go of me. Let me go. Qiyu. What are you doing?
Didn't you say you were innocent, virgin? Didn't you say you were not involved with Zhu Qizhen and Yi Xian?
Qiyu. Qiyu, what are you doing? Let go of me. Qiyu.
Yunxian. I misjudged you. I believe you are innocent. Just then, I lost my mind. I actually came to save you. Yet when I saw the retired emperor become so intimate with you. Think about it. Which man would want his wife to be so intimate with another man? It's okay. Stop crying. I was oversensitive. Let these matters pass. From now on, we'll live like a normal couple. I mistreated you. You've also hit me. You should be calm by now. Stop crying, okay? Then what do you want?
Release the retired emperor first.
This is a national affair. I have already allowed you to save face. You're still weeping endlessly here. Will there be an end to it? Do you regret giving yourself to me instead of him? TH Emperor has arrived.
It hurts. Lighter. Your Highness, endure it. It hurts.
What's wrong with the Empress? Remain seated.
I thought with Sister Hang safely back in the palace. You won't come. Don't say anymore.
What's wrong with your leg?
Nothing. It's fine.
Lie down. Let me see. What happened?
Your Majesty, after you left today, Her Highness has been busying her with the noble Empress Dowager's affairs. She's been notifying the imperial physicians as well as the state council. She's been busy all day. When the Empress Dowager heard the noble Empress Dowager, son, suffered from a stroke, she was intent on moving into Rinshou Palace. And Her Highness hasn't eaten all day. She fell as soon as she entered her own palace.
Give me the medical paste. You may leave now. Does it hurt? Are you feeling better?
I'm better. Your Majesty treats me so well. I'm not in pain at all.
And you? Just let the maids do the work.
I feel more assured if I do everything myself.
Now that I think about it, I have really wronged you in the past. Your Highness.
They pour lead into the locks and give us food fit for pigs, driving away the rest of the maids. He's doing this on purpose.
What's there to be afraid of? I've encountered situations worse than this. It's just that you too will have to suffer alongside me.
What? The Emperor graced her yesterday night and gave her those pearls? Your Highness, do not grieve. The Emperor still remained at Cunning Palace for the night. I sent some people to check. The Emperor only granted her some gifts. He didn't go to Wan'an Palace. And didn't ask her to meet him either. It's obvious that His Majesty's feelings for her are not as strong as before, just as we expected. It's not enough if his affection for her has decreased. I want His Majesty to hate her. Go. Bribe all the servants in Wan'an Palace. If His Majesty goes to Wan'an Palace, make sure they tell the Emperor that the noble consort is unwilling to meet him. Yes.
Your Majesty, this is no different to putting the retired emperor under house arrest. As soon as this matter is spread across the land, civilians will be angered. If they don't like it, then behead them. So, I've already suffered under the Empress Dowager for long enough. Do I also have to suffer the commoner's wrath? Your Majesty's actions lack the magnanimity fit for an emperor. I do not need you to teach me the ways of being an emperor. At least I didn't get captured by the Oirats. The retired emperor insulted me directly. What's wrong about locking him up to diffuse my anger? You Dong-young, if you are resentful, you can resign from your position and retire. I will not persuade you to stay. I dare not. Now, the noble Empress Dowager is in a critical state. I am extremely worried. Tell the Ministry of Riots to prepare for the worst. If the Empress Dowager passes away, they won't be caught by surprise.
From now, I will slowly teach all of you how to treat a patient.
Your Highness. Of course we're willing to learn this. However, I remember the retired emperor was criticized for reopening the imperial pharmacy. This time,
I only want all of you to know how to treat patients in the future. When you give prescriptions, you won't want the medicine to be useless.
exactly.
It won't be a disadvantage to gain an extra skill, especially when you all leave the palace in the future. As for the rest, you do not need to worry. I am not seeking to expand the imperial pharmacy, nor do I intend to give official prescriptions and collect payment there. Even if the court officials won't be able to interfere.
Exactly. Think about it. Now, Her Highness is a noble consort. What's wrong with granting favors to palace maids? You will still give medicine based on prescriptions. But when you see someone with a serious illness, you will be able to ask about their symptoms in more detail to give a more accurate prescription. No one will be offended by a slight change in the prescription. That's true.
If you are doing well, I will use my own savings to pay you all a tael of silver every month. The top 3 will get double that amount.
The top 3? That's great. We will be getting the same amount as the imperial eunuchs outside. Thank you, Your Highness. Please teach us now.
Okay. However, I will admit it now. I am a very strict teacher.
We're not afraid. Successful disciples are taught by strict teachers. Moreover, if we can learn just half of Your Highness' skills, perhaps we can also become a female official. Exactly. Your Highness, can we become female physicians?
Not yet. Let me think about it. How about medical women? Though you all have basic knowledge about medicine, but it will be impossible to excel in this field without a few years of learning and experience. Hence, in my opinion, pediatrics, ophthalmology, dentistry, orthopedics, otolaryngology, and infectious disease can be ignored for the time being. We will focus on the most commonly seen branches, including general practice, obstetrics, and physical injuries. Because there are many females in the palace, within that group, obstetrics will be the most important branch. These few days, I have summarized the key points and simpler theories of the inner canon of Huangdi. From today onwards, I will be teaching it to you.
That's great.
Cun, Guan and Qi, fingering positions. Cun represents the top area, Guan represents the middle area, and Qi represents the bottom area. The top area includes the heart and lungs. The middle area includes the spleen, liver, and intestines, while the lower area includes the kidneys and bladder.
Shall MuZi tell her to come over? Yes. Is the noble consort like this every day? She is.
Her Highness' pillow is always wet.
Why has she become so stubborn now?
Your Majesty, my lady is an emotional person.
You all think for her. Serve her well. Do not tire her out.
As you command. Here. Show me your tongue. You're not suffering from diarrhea because of the food you ate. It's because of a weak spleen and turbid matter in your stomach. How about this? Stop eating according to your previous prescription. I will change it to Huxiang cheer-relieving powder. Thank you for saving my life, Your Highness.
Stand up and talk.
Thank you, Your Highness. I would perspire excessively and was very afraid. Later, someone told me to come here. After eating a few sets of medicine, I have fully recovered. I have heard that anyone who comes here, without permission from the head eunuch and maid, will be safe if they are diagnosed with an actual sickness. Your Highness, you have helped us using your own savings. Your Highness, you are truly my parents reborn. It's fine. Your Highness.
I'm not that old. Work hard when you go back.
Yes. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, how can you always be so labored? If you're transcribing medical books, you could let me do that.
I'm more at ease if I do it myself.
Your Highness, it's been 2 months. You're still a consort. How could you argue with His Majesty all day?
I can't. I can't go to Qianqing Palace. Every time I remember that I was the one who convinced the retired emperor to trust His Majesty, I am racked with guilt that he is in this state because of me.
But he's the emperor.
I know. So I can only let myself be busy. Busy to the point where I only have matters concerning the imperial pharmacy. Nothing else concerns me.
The retired emperor's matter also bothers me when I hear about it. But Your Highness, continuing like this is also not a good plan. If you want to help the South Palace, you still need the emperor. If you continue like this and refuse to see the emperor, the eunuchs will think you lost favor. Then, no matter how much money we give them, it will be futile. Furthermore, His Majesty comes to see you every 3 to 5 days. He fears you'll be angry, so he doesn't allow me to tell you.
He often, secretly visits me?
Your Highness, you're still the emperor's family. How does a family remain angry at each other for an entire lifetime?
This time, you were angry for quite a long time. If the heavy snow froze everything.
Don't speak of things from the past. I will wait at the beginning, waiting for you to appear. Is that okay?
It's been many years. I've often thought about the day you could help me get dressed like this. Now it's become real.
If Your Majesty enjoys it, I could just frequently assist you like this.
I would like it every day.
Your Majesty, I have a request.
What is it?
Since I was named a consort, I haven't seen my father and grandmother.
How did I forget this? I will immediately send for someone to escort your father and grandmother to the palace.
Thank you.
Isn't it wonderful how demurely you're speaking to me? Yunxian, let's be like this forever, okay?
Your Majesty, you should be on your way to the court.
Okay. Then I'll be going.
Since when did it get to the point where I'd have to act in front of him?
Living in the South Palace is very difficult right now. Even Ru Xiang was transferred out. Thankfully, Ding Xiang is still there.
I was the one who hurt the retired emperor. Father, may I ask you to help the people in the South Palace as much as your ability allows?
How could it be that easy? It's not that we haven't thought of anything. Not even ministry you can deliver goods in there. I heard that it's barely better than the point of starvation in the South Palace. When Her Highness wanted to obtain some goat milk for the crown prince, she had to embroider herself. To let the guarding eunuchs sell it and exchange it for money.
If the emperor is like this, why aren't court people dissenting?
Of course they do. But since the previous Empress Dowager fell ill, His Majesty, through Duke Wang, slowly got rid of the subjects that are against him. When the peasants heard about the matter in the South Palace, there hasn't been peace.
That's right. I also heard about this just a few days ago. My cousin was also part of the Northern Campaign. He previously stayed at the gold-digging riverside. If not for the retired emperor, he will never have the chance to come home.
No matter what, I want to try. If the eunuchs are willing to accept Qian Jiejia's embroidery, then if we give them more money, they should be willing to do some things. Yu Xiang, grandmother, I will have to burden you with taking out this box. Oh. Why is it so heavy?
These are ginseng pills. These are the precious pearls the emperor gave Her Highness. Each one is worth 100 pieces of gold. Her Highness covered them with medicine herself. From the outside, you can't tell. Elder Madam is already old. My lady giving some personally made medicine to her is reasonable.
You want us to help the South Palace with these pearls?
The emperor is very suspicious toward me right now, even though he helped me in the past. But it's still utterly inadequate. Father, grandmother, this time, I will really have to burden you.
Taking it out of the court should not be difficult. But these things are too precious. If we spoil the guard's appetite, I just fear we would hurt the retired emperor.
I already cannot care about that anymore. As long as some can reach Qian Jijia, my heart is appeased.
You're not wrong. It's just that there are people from the Eastern Depot watching over our home. If we want to do something thoroughly and discreetly, it would be really difficult.
Lu Xiang. You said earlier that your cousin also stayed at the gold-digging riverside?
Yes.
The people who have stayed at the gold-digging riverside most likely still contact each other. Could you ask your cousin to find a person named Li San?
Yes.
Your Majesty, I've designated someone to examine the hang carriage. There wasn't anything on it. Thank you. Next time, I will definitely bring you the best. I'll call you over next time. Sir, buy some sweet potatoes. They're fresh. Go away. Brothers, remember. If you're caught, no one can sell out the royal consort. We've all been through hardship together at the gold panning site. As brothers, what have we not seen? Isn't it but to deliver some items? It's not a prison break. We won't fail this mission. Right. We will not fail. Here!
Your Highness, eat some more. Your Highness, even if you have no appetite, you must eat more. I'm not hungry. Save that for Shin-er. I need to hurry and finish this handkerchief.
Look what I retrieved on my hunt.
That's wonderful. I'll make soup. Your Majesty, where did you get this bow and arrow?
I spent so much time with the Oirits. How could I not know how to make such a simple thing? Don't worry, we won't go hungry.
Yes. Your Majesty, Your Highness. Look, there's dried meat, live fish, and rice. Who sent these?
It's Yu Dongyang, Huoguang, and Li San. They still remember me.
This is wonderful. Your Highness, I'll get ready. Good. Hurry.
I already told you, I suffered so much with the Oirits. This isn't much.
It's just I don't know if Yunxian is well.
She should be quite well.
Thank the heavens. I can finally be appeased.
Your Highness, there is a court lady who used to be in Rinshou Palace who wants to meet you.
Ronsho Palace? Tell her to come in.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Please rise.
Your Highness, on behalf of our good relationship in the past, please help me one more time.
What is it?
It's the Empress Dowager. No matter what I think, only you would be willing to help her.
Your guess wasn't wrong. This wasn't just a stroke.
Ever since that day the Empress sent the Empress Dowager back to the palace, I thought something was wrong. She was fine, so how did she suddenly have a stroke? Why did she also ask the Empress Dowager to move residences after a couple of days? Later, the Empress Dowager seemed better, and could even open her eyes. But ever since she began taking the medicine, she fell into this half-conscious state. I am also foolish. It was only when Empress Dowager Wu came to visit that I realized. Upon seeing Her Highness' status, she began to laugh, saying it was retribution. That she had been tricked by her own niece.
She really said that?
Empress Dowager Wu is residing in Rinshou Palace and is extremely pleased. I don't have any options. Thankfully, there was a court lady who still had a heart and reminded me that I could still seek you. Your Highness, I know the Empress Dowager once tried to kill you.
Say no more. I won't watch and do nothing. No matter what, she is still a patient right now.
Thank you, Your Highness.
It's just that you must be discreet about this. I will go prepare medicine and have Luxiang send it over. In the future, I will visit every 2 nights.
Your Highness, you cannot mention this to the Emperor.
Why not?
Before the Empress Dowager fell ill, she became very angry at His Majesty, saying that he's planting all responsibility of assassinating the retired emperor onto her. Your Highness, you should sleep.
What about the things you investigated? That day, the Empress Dowager did go to Qianqing Palace.
Someone heard her argue with the emperor, and suddenly, she had a stroke. She was then sent back by the Empress. Your Highness, don't be upset. This wasn't done by the emperor.
I'm not upset at all. I'm just disappointed. No matter what, she's still his legal mother. She hoisted him onto the throne with her own hands.
Your Highness, then what do you plan to do? The emperor will definitely come visit you.
What else could I do? I can't leave in this lifetime.
Your Highness, don't say that. It scares me to hear that.
Don't worry. I won't do anything foolish.
Official, it's kind of strange over at the Empress Dowager's place. What is it? In the past, all the medicine given would be ordered by the Empress. When I visited, I found that although her body seemed stiff, she seems different from before. Her pulse is consistent, and although her complexion is still yellow, it still seems strange. I must have used too much stramonium. You don't need to worry. I'll go have a look. Yes.
Endure it a little longer. After a few more times, you will be better.
So it was you.
Leave for now. Senior. I still can't believe that you as a physician would help the Empress in her horrific deeds.
The royal order has to be followed.
Watching a perfectly healthy person become ill. I can't ignore it. And since I've already done something, I will do it until the end.
Your Highness, have you considered it? As soon as the Empress Dowager recovers, how will this be investigated? The Empress Dowager is different from other consort dowagers. She cannot be moved someplace else to spend the rest of her years.
Is this why you are not restraining the Empress?
No matter what, my uncle assisted her for more than 10 years. However, he died under her orders. My doings are payback on his behalf.
If you really thought this, then you wouldn't have come alone. You would have already went to the Empress. Furthermore, the Empress Dowager is already in this condition. But the things you've sent for are the finest. Senior, Master always wished that we could be like him and become virtuous physicians. This time, help me. We can cure the Empress Dowager together. Don't let Master be disappointed.
That's enough. Make him disappointed? Ever since he accepted you, he always lauds you, and has never said one good thing about me. Everyone in the Imperial Medicine Bureau has been cold toward me. He doesn't even encourage me. After the news of his death spread into the palace, I went to his grave and cried numerous times. But he didn't even die. And he didn't say anything to me. Even before he left to transfer to the Nanjing's medical bureau, he still wouldn't want to meet with me. In his mind, you are the one skilled disciple. In his eyes, my assistance and service amounts to just a miniature Qingshi San.
You aren't your uncle. You are yourself. How could Master not care about you? That year, he personally requested the Emperor to let you remain in the Imperial Medicine Bureau. He even said, if Tsuenxia can't be a physician, he'd rather be killed. As for why he refuses to return to the Imperial Medicine Bureau, he's told me. He said you always wanted to prove you were stronger than him. Right now, you had managed the Medicine Bureau so orderly. He's very contented. Why would he come back to burden you?
You don't need to console me.
Senior, you once asked Master one thing. Master actually wanted you tell you very badly. He always thought you were. After thinking for a while, he still left.
He always thought I was. He said I always was.
What did you ask him?
Wearing the official gowns of the Imperial Medicine Bureau, I asked in front of his grave if I was his best disciple. The Empress Dowager can sit up these days. How do you plan on handling this matter?
I don't know either. Let's go one step at a time. I just know. There is no physician who doesn't save their patients.
This is not a plan. We need to seriously think about it. First of all, we need to bribe the Bureau of Astronomy. Then someone will report that the sky shows an abnormal phenomenon. The Empress Dowager must leave the palace to be fully safe.
Then Abbess Jingxi will use the reason of missing her sister, friend, and ask if Empress Dowager can be transferred to Yongqing Convent.
Maybe, the Empress will even be happy. Abbess Jingxi and the Empress Dowager have old grudges to begin with. If the Empress Dowager dies at Yongqing Convent, it will be easier for the Empress to explain that.
When that time comes, you just have to tell the Empress. That Empress Dowager, unfortunately, will be like this forever. His Majesty will most likely agree to Empress Dowager leaving the palace.
Previously, Aunt stole old Nun Jingxi's position as Empress. Yet right now, she ended up in her hands to be fiddled with. What goes around comes around. Your Lady Highness, I went to the Shanggong Bureau today. I accidentally saw the female historian there writing the red annals. The Lady Highness noble consort has been graced, sexually, 5 times this month. 5 times? Didn't His Majesty and her already have a falling out? For the past days, His Majesty has always went back to Jinqing Palace first to rest, then secretly goes to Wan'an Palace. He will then go back to his palace before dawn. He went to such lengths just to keep it from me? Why must he do this? I know. On one side, he can't leave my father. On the other side, he can't bear to be away from that flirt vixen. Did he think I'm stupid? I am going to kill her. I am going to kill her. My lady, calm down. You already said that killing her is easy, but making the emperor forget her is hard. I suggest that we should just hurry and ask royal father-in-law to enter the palace and discuss this thing.
The crown prince is just how old? Yet you guys are forcing me to hire him a teacher already? A sage starts studying at 3. The crown prince will be 3 next year. Starting to choose for a good teacher for the crown prince now within the empire is not considered to be early. The crown prince is still young. Whether he can grow up successfully is still an unknown. I already thought about it. When I have my own son, it won't be late to let them to start their study together. Instead, you must not. What the crown prince studies is how to manage the country. The other princes study how to respectfully obey the emperor. How can the two be taught together? Are you saying my own son is not worthy to manage the country? Duke Zhao, you're very persistent. Were you asked to buy the southern palace? Your Majesty, you are wrongly accusing me. The southern palace right now is fully locked up. Only a flying bird can enter it, even if I have the skill to contact the heavens. I still won't be able to communicate with the southern palace. Your Majesty's own son is no doubt very noble. But still, they are unlike the crown prince, they are subjects. They cannot learn the teachings of managing the country. Is there a father in the world who will give their family business to his nephew instead of his son? But originally, there is also no such thing in the world, wherein the eldest brother isn't dead yet but the little brother is already leading the family business. Such audacity! Your Majesty, you personally said that the retired emperor was immoral, hence, he lost the throne. But the current you is being tyrannical by nature. What's the difference between you and the retired emperor previously? That's right. When I ascended that throne, it was against my will. It's Empress Dowager and you subjects that persistently pushed me to ascend the throne. Right? When the retired emperor returned to the capital, he also personally said that due to health reasons, he's asking me to continue ruling the country. Right? Since I ascended the throne, I worked hard for the country and for the citizens. I personally led the army and defeated the Oirat and made them leave the capital. Am I right? Previously, justified for military power, the retired emperor and the Empress Dowager cannot coexist together and were struggling in the light, proper channels, and fighting in the dark, illicit. How can you compare me to him? Let me ask you instead, Duke Zhao. You inverting right and wrong and talking nonsense in front of me should receive what punishment? I, Lu Daojiang, is risking my life to say this. Previously, Emperor Taizong has said that the Ming dynasty is being governed together by the emperor and his subjects. Your Majesty's actions today is not benevolent. Since the retired emperor returned, Your Majesty successively made wrong official decisions. The citizens are already in clamor. What wrong decisions have I consecutively made? Didn't I reduce the taxes? Didn't I eliminate the rebels? Even the usage of the palace has decreased by 3 times. What else do you want from me? Locking the retired emperor in the southern palace is 1. Frequently using relatives as subjects is 2nd. Favoring a witch consort and causing chaos in the inner palace is 3rd. You're making up things. When did I favor a witch consort? Noble consort Hang. During the previous emperor's reign, Miss Hang has already been disdained by all the officials for neglecting her place and blatantly suggesting that the inner palace rules be changed. Right now, she didn't change her evil ways and dared to cheat under cover of diversion and continued with the expansion of the imperial pharmacy. You're lying. We hope that Your Majesty can distance yourself from the evil consort and respect the sage. Always make the empire your priority. Tell me, why did you do so many things behind my back?
I've already told Your Majesty before. Your Majesty have already agreed to reopen the Imperial Pharmacy.
But I didn't agree to let you get these doctresses. Those Imperial censors are using it to blame on me again. Haven't we suffered enough losses last time? Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I think that's a mistake. There are thousands of women in the palace who are ill without access to medical treatment. As a noble consort, how could I pay no attention to all of these?
Shut up. I don't want to hear you speaking about those principles. From now on, the position of doctress will no longer exist. You are not being virtuous acting in such ways. You will not receive salary for 1 year, and you will be restricted in the one palace to reflect on your mistakes.
What did you say?
I'm telling you to dissolve the doctresses and close the imperial pharmacy.
Do you feel like whenever there is something that may threaten your reputation as an emperor, you have to destroy it without mercy?
Impudicity. I have spoiled you too much. I'm not having a discussion with you. This is an imperial edict. Bring the noble consort to her wooden palace to rest.
Ju Qiu, you listen. If you close the imperial pharmacy, I won't ever see you again for the rest of my life.
What did you say?
This life of mine was stolen back from the Oirits. You think I would care about it?
Good. Each and every one of you are pushing me.
For the past few days, among all the words I've said to him, only this one sentence is sincere.
Just because she said one sentence, His Majesty dare not to close the imperial pharmacy?
I was unaware for a moment. That old rascal, Lu Daojiang. He could have just impeached Hang. But how dare him to impeach me also?
He can impeach all he wants, because no matter what, your status won't be affected by anyone. Father, get more imperial censors to talk about it so that everyone in the country would know about this. I want to the world to know that Hang is a scourge. Not only will His Majesty abolish her status, but he will also send her to the cold palace and give her a piece of white silk, death.
That's not hard to do. These old ministers have been looking for a chance to constrain His Majesty. How could they possibly let a wicked consort such as Hang to escape? Your Majesty, 5 days have passed. And the imperial pharmacy and the doctresses still exist. I've got new evidences. When concubine Huang's mother visited her in the palace, she has also ordered doctresses from the imperial pharmacy to diagnose her. Huang's mother is a titled madam. If she dies from misdiagnosis, who would be responsible for it? The imperial pharmacy is business of the inner palace. It will not be discussed in the imperial court. Your Majesty, I've already said, don't bring this up again. Your Majesty, if you can't clean a house, then how can you clean the world? The noble consort is breaking the rules. I suggest Your Majesty to punish the noble consort to make a standard for the court. I, Wu Shang, suggest the same thing. When my wife Jiang entered the palace to see the Empress Dowager, Her Highness once said that she heard the noble consort Hang has been acting according to her own likes, so Her Highness sends someone to blame her. She didn't expect the noble consort to shut the door and refuse to listen. This is an unfilial action. This is an arrogant action.
Your Majesty have always been filial.
I beg Your Majesty to punish her severely for her actions. Nonsense. I visit the Rinshou Palace every day. How come I've never heard of this? Your Majesty, I know the information about this. Her Highness have once told Her Majesty in tears. How can there be such a disrespectful concubine? I know that on the noble consort's way back to the capital, she has protected the retired emperor, so Your Majesty is very fond of her. But now things are different. If every minister can only be rewarded and not punished, then what would the court be like? Where would order be? So I beg Your Majesty to punish the noble consort severely. Beg Your Majesty to punish the noble consort severely. That's enough. How much further are you going to push me?
I have something to say.
She dares to come to the imperial court? Your Majesty, concubines in the inner palace not allowed to interfere with politics. The noble consort came to the imperial court without an order. By law, she should be punished severely. The noble consort is so sick that she cannot think straight. Bring her back to her place.
No need for that. Since I have the courage to enter the Fengtian Hall, I am not planning to go back alive. I want to ask all the ministers, who was harmed by me? Did anyone die because of me? Did anyone get sick because of me? There are thousands of women in the palace who are sick and cannot get the treatment. They can only diagnose themselves and use whatever medicine they think would work. For the past 100 years, how many people had trouble with that? How many people have died of various illnesses? The temples can serve porridge to the poor. Then as a noble consort, why can't I distribute the kindness of His Majesty to cure those people? Doctress is just a title. It's not an official position and it doesn't use any money. Why are you being so aggressive and taking me as a wicked concubine, an evil woman? Why do you want to kill me?
Talking glibly and flatteringly. How can the rules of the inner palace be easily changed because of your own personal preference? In the past, all the doctors are men. The noble consort are making women doctors. That is messing up with order and cannot be allowed by justice.
Because of the justice that you're talking about, women in the palace cannot be diagnosed when they are sick? Because of the order you're talking about, whenever a woman gets sick, she can only be diagnosed by a man with a screen in between? But when I was an official in the past, I have been ordered by the emperor to cure the illness of Shangsheng Empress Dowager and the Princess of Bony Country. How come it was a credit back then, but now it has become an offense? What is the difference between the doctress right now and me in the past?
Noble consort, we've heard your words clearly. However, the affairs of state cannot be interfered by a concubine. You should go back to your palace immediately. That's right. Go back to your palace immediately.
If you all think that it's a sin for me to save people, then I'm willing to commit suicide this instant, so you can maintain the order of the court and the country.
Noble consort, don't. Noble consort, you are using death to threaten the ministers? No wonder His Majesty won't take our advice.
Duke Wang, ain't my life what you want?
Your Majesty, Yu Dongyang is here. The retired emperor has an order, please listen to it. I'm still here. Why is he giving an order? Your Majesty, the order of the retired emperor has nothing to do with politics. It's just a declaration of his own sins. Ministers, please kneel and listen to this. I was in the South Palace when I accidentally heard about what happened in the palace, so I have something to tell everyone. The doctress is something ordered by me during the northern expedition. I heard that many people lost their homes because of war. Many women and children have illnesses but have no access to medical treatment, so I ordered Hang to do it. Hang was only acting according to my order, but I didn't expect this to start a dispute in the court. I am very ashamed and regret my own doing, so I'm writing this to declare my own sins. What everyone is talking about is all because of me. It's my fault that I helped her to go against you. It has nothing to do with others. Written by myself. The retired emperor made this virtuous order for the sake of the people in this country. We are ashamed of ourselves. We accept the order.